Assalamualaikum and greetings to evaluator panel, TS Dr. T. Zi Kiong and TS Muhammad Amin Haji Abdul Ghani. I am Nur Syuhada Binti Suhaili, metric number CB180046, supervised by Dr. Nur Firdawati Muhammad Hanafi. At this seminar, I would like to present my research proposal report that has been chosen. The title of my research is Factors of Vocational College Construction Technology Program Students to Continue Studies in Higher Education Institutions. I will involve the contents shown on the screen, consisting of Chapter 1 related to the basics of the research, while Chapter 2 is related to the research in detail based on previous research as a support, and the last one is Chapter 3 related to the method on how I conduct the research. In specific, this research is carried out to achieve the following objective. Number 1. Identify the interest of vocational college students to continue their studies. Number 2. Identify the readiness of vocational college students to continue their studies. And number 3, identify the factors that influence vocational college students to continue their studies. This research study and identify factors that influence the decision of construction technology program students to continue their studies in higher education institution involving vocational college in Sabah and limited to final year students in construction technology program, year 2 DVM. In reality, interest plays a very important role in life, especially for each student, because in learning, also interest can be a very strong source of motivation in encouraging them to learn. Therefore, this research would like to identify the interest of vocational college students to continue their studies. Readiness consisting of cognitive, affective, and psychomotor that gives a view of ready, complete, capable, willingness, desire, and will. Students' willingness to gain knowledge allows them to receive every part of the learning in proper ways. In addition, this research would like to identify the readiness of vocational college students to continue their studies. Technology and a wide range of knowledge we use rapidly causes in changes to career opportunities that become more dynamic and begin to rise various issues due to the competitions that exist in chosen careers and criteria determined by employers. Therefore, this research would like to identify the factors that influence vocational college students to continue their studies. The result of this research hopes to show that MOE was successful in helping to achieve the country's aspirations through education in facilitating and upholding Tibet despite a number of issues in its development. It is time for the community to accept vocational education as not the second preferred education, as this field is able to provide skilled and knowledgeable workforce at the same time. Hope that the results from this research, the perception among the community who look down on the students can be eroded and overcome. Students who are provided with motivation will be one who is not easily give up. Hope that the results from this research can give motivational shot to all students who want to pursue higher education. Many educational institutions have been created in Malaysia to provide opportunities for qualified students to continue their studies to a higher level. Since secondary technical school was upgraded to vocational college in 2013, awareness of the opportunity to continue their studies to higher education institutions has increased among vocational college students. MOE has clarified graduates of vocational college who meet all the requirements can continue their studies to the undergraduate level. The requirements are to obtain 2 years working experience for the certificate of APEL or CGPA academic 3.33, vocational CGPA 3.67, credit in Bahasa Melayu subject and competent all vocational modules. The initial target set estimates that only 20% of graduates from the vocational college will continue their studies to a higher level. The strength of someone's desire is to be able to assess the level of awareness and willingness, as there are various factors that influence students of the vocational college construction technology program to continue their studies in higher education institutions. The continuation from the research background resulted in specific exposure to research. Construction technology program, which exposed students to construction structure, building materials, construction foundation measure, plan drawing, industrial safety, electrical and electronic engineering, and industrial management. Each student has their own life goal in realizing the desired achievement by giving full commitment. Goals are important to identify what needs to be achieved and the actions that need to be taken to achieve the goal. Generally, there are several main goals for vocational college students after graduation. Among them is working and pursuing studies in higher education institutions. The change in the perception of community has long begun to open up space and provide opportunities to Tibet by assuming that it is the equivalent of premier education. The Malaysian Skills Program 2.0 is organized to attract more young people, especially students, to pursue their studies in Tibet. The action highlighted shows the various initiatives undertaken by the government to promote education in vocational stream through students as interest can be nurtured towards themselves. TVET graduates has successfully demonstrated high marketability, mature personal skills, and the ability to demonstrate in technical skills, and this has led to increasingly high regard of the TVET field. As a result, vocational stream students prove their readiness from both aspects, theory in preparation for further education and especially in practical in preparing to meet the needs of various industries in the country. Not only that, it appears that Tibet graduates are also supplied in preparing for the rapidly growing mainstream of the country. All students of the Vocational College of Construction Technology program who have a desire and ambition to further their studies in higher education institutions regard the direction as a guarantee towards a brighter future, as they realize that vocational college is a new institution under TVET that compete with other institutions. Education is very valuable in human life to achieve the direction and aspirations of the country. Therefore, the factors that influence them to realize the goal are still unclear. There are several factors that influence the decision to continue the studies. Among the factors are friends, family, mass media, and individuals. This research using quantitative methods because it is more practical and realistic in finding respondents' feedback. The use of these non-experimental methods is available in various types, but I use survey research consisting of data collected directly and able to explain the current situation of the respondent by providing survey questions in the form of questionnaires. The population is roughly 120 final year students of the Sabah Vocational College in the Construction Technology program, specifically Likas Vocational College, Kaningau Vocational College, Tawa Vocational College, and Kudat Vocational College, determined by their willingness and concern to participate as respondent in this research. Based on Craigie and Morgan table, the population of 120 people can be represented by 92 sample sizes. Therefore, this research involved 92 students who are Year 2 DVM students. A two-way intermediate medium between me and respondents used in the research is questionnaires to provide research questions via online with Google Form as a platform. The online questionnaires is divided into four, which are Part A, Part B, Part C, and Part D using Likert scale to construct the item. There are three individuals who are lecturers in TVET at familiar universities as a panel to review and verify the questionnaires to avoid the incompatibility of the data collected later. I will conduct early research to improve or alter the instrument in case of errors, and 30 students of vocational education undergraduate selected randomly to participate. I will ensure this early research to exceed alpha convex value 0.7. The research conduct based on an operating framework that shows the procedures in a systematic way that has been planned from start to finish. The research begins with identifying problems arising from observing, studying, reading, and so on. Next, I developed the research instrument by using a Google Form as a platform. Hence, the operational framework make me disciplined so that I can complete the research with quality results. I will do some process before being able to collect the data. In the early stage, I will apply to the administration department on selected vocational college for permission and approval to conduct the research. Next, I will be in touch with the student management data department to obtain information on the student population involved as a sample of the research. In addition, I will also be in touch with the lecturers of the vocational college who are appointed in helping to pass on questionnaires to the students involved. Data collected through Google Form, which is filled by the respondents before I analyze according to the sequence of each research question using SPSS statistic software. Before that, I will export the data from Google Form to Microsoft Excel software to facilitate the interpretation of the collected data. I expect that 60% of the vocational college students of construction technology programs continue their studies in institutions of higher learning due to individual factors that influence their decisions. That's all from me. Thank you.